I built this mine a few weeks ago with its own minecart system to deliver resources. Super handy, except for the disaster of a storage room at the top. So today I'm finally putting the copper golem from the copper age drop to work and building a fully automatic sorting system for everything I mine. My plan is to connect up this system to the minecart system I already have down here. So we do have to build this new storage rather close by. And I'm thinking where I currently have my animals on the side of this hill here. Which means the first thing that we're going to have to do is get some of these animals moved. And, ooh, this is a fast one. We do need to do some more breathing of the horses to get that maxed one, as we're still about 0.2 blocks away. But I don't think any of these are going to be of help. Sorry. Oh, that felt wrong. Okay, and the cows moved here. And then hopefully not too many of them escape. Perfect. Unequip that and boom. And just clean on up here. Well, with that cleaned up, I want to throw ourselves right into this project. And the first thing we're going to need is a ton of iron. Please let me have a little bit of smelting at least. Nope. Okay. How much wood do we have lying around? We got a fair bit of oak, actually. Okay, well, never mind. So let's start gathering some blocks here by chopping down a couple of spruce trees to get a few more stacks of logs. With them dropped off in the storage, instead of heading into the caves, I'm riding over towards the mountains past spawn. And I'm gonna need quite a lot of iron because I need a whole bunch of hoppers. And I should probably also grab coal, as I'm gonna need something to smelt this iron with. Heading back down the mountain now, I've got nearly 10 stacks of iron to use in our storage. Where back here, we need to start smelting this down. And I've actually got a few extra blast furnaces down here, which we can also utilize. And I should really make that easier, shouldn't I? Because ever since I built the starter base nearly 300 days ago in this world, I've planned to make a shortcut in the furnace room down to this cave and what became my mine. So clearing away a couple of blocks to make space for that, extending up a staircase on both the outside and inside of the house to connect up the front door out back and furnace room on the inside. Where it definitely feels a little weird calling this the front door, as it's very much on the backside of the build, but it's fine, it's fine. For now, we can run on down here into the cave now, or well, into the mine. And in the time I built that, our iron has finished smelting, and that's a much easier access down to those furnaces now, right to our furnace room where the iron up here is also finished, meaning I can get the rest of this melting down as well. While we wait for that to smelt though, let's take the iron that we do have and the wood that I chopped earlier and get to some crafting where I need a ton of chests because I want to make a ton of hoppers. Then we also need just a few other redstone bits now that we have unlocked the nether and got nether quartz in the previous episode. Got all that put together and some copper to make our golems, of course. And before we get started, I really need to repair my shovel. So back over here at the castle, let's get the horse situated in its pen. And I already have the level, so just quickly running over the bridge, where I have a few broken shovels, and we could actually combine two if we get the right enchantments. So let's see what we get. Oh, perfect. Before we do anything, let's actually get another pickaxe, as I want to get a silk touch pickaxe as well. Oh, the few resources over here should need for the storage itself. And let's start digging. Clearing away a good amount of space into the hillside to have all the space needed to create this automatic storage. Where I want to just grab some chests here to start figuring this out, where my plan is to have a bit of a split storage. I want to have a few chests in right here. Actually, we can quickly just run over to the starter base since it's so close by. And I'd like to grab a deep slate, cobbled one, a tough, stone, and
cobblestone, where I definitely want to force myself to use this as mainly a mining storage. And well, we're gonna get a lot of these resources, so I was thinking we use a bit of a bulk storage system to filter out the 5 resources I think I'm gonna have the most of, where we can just run in some hoppers into the back of this and start extending this up, where I think we're gonna go 4 tall, so then we're going 1 block into the ground, and we'll get back to hooking that up on the back side. Here, however, we're gonna have our first copper golem module, I guess, where I think we're gonna get away with using a 3x3 of chests here. Then to just equal this up, let's have a second module right over here on this side, where I think an input in over here running through the bulk storage into the first copper column and then into the second one. Let's start up with the normal storage though, and for that we're just gonna need some comparators, some blocks, and some redstone torches, where this is one of the redstone-y things that I actually know how to build. Just need to think for a second. Let's see. It's gonna be redstone torches right here. We do also need repeaters, which are going to run into those blocks to turn those torches on and off. Then we're going to have blocks behind the repeaters, and then blocks on top of this all, where we can use some redstone dust. Place down a couple of comparators, and then just some hoppers going into those, where that's going to be our filters, I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay, good. Which we should probably sort out right away if we are able to, because they are going to be a little trickier to access. Now, I don't remember the exact one I need to put in here, but I do know we need 4 filter items. Then just need to match down there. We'll add in some deep slate, cobble deep slate, tough stone, and cobblestone, which that should trickle down. Okay, I guess it's 41, right? So, well, whenever I throw in some regular deep slate, that's going to trickle up to 41 and then start depositing it into the storage. Then we just have to get a few temporary blocks here so that we can run a hopper line above this, which will be our input. That's going to run over and down to where we can have our first copper chest right here. And I've done a little playing around with how these work, and I think I know how to do this. Also been looking at a few YouTube videos because I couldn't quite figure it out on my own. But what we want to do is use a mud block here, because a mud block isn't actually a full block. Because if I were to stand on this here, then walk over to the mud, I sink down a little bit, which means if we have a copper column on top of this block, it can still see the bottom row of chests here, and it can reach the top row of chests. Then to make sure that we keep this in place, because a copper column can reach 10 chests, or can use 10 chests before it forgets its checked one, we're gonna want an output chest that's gonna be the furthest chest away, so that's the last one that it checks. Because if we were to check this one earlier, then we just leave everything in this one and not check any of the front ones. So that's why we're gonna use some rails as well, where if we just pick this block up temporarily and probably create just a little bit of a safety line here, we can get a block of copper. Got that in there. We get a little copper golem friend. Oh right, he spawns up there. Don't jump out of there. Oh, hi buddy. And we just need you in the minecart. Perfect. Steal your chest. Do I need to wax you? Yes. Then just push that. And the really important thing here, because of the chest mechanic and how that works, is that he is pushed fully into the chest so that the front of the minecart there sticks into the chests, because that means that he's going to search through these 9 chests and then this one. So now he needs an input, which is going to be this chest, and he's going to continuously check this. So I actually want to create a small little redstone system to just check if there's an item in there, where I think we can go with a comparator into a block, have a redstone piece on top of that block, and then just a chest right here. Oh, a trapdoor right here, where if we now put an item in here, that's going to open. Our copper golem is going to open the chest. Hopefully he's going to pick up that item, and he's then going to start looking through these chests to find where the corresponding item is. Obviously we haven't done the filtering just yet, but that means that it's also going to be quiet. Now just to replicate this over here for the second copper golem module. And we have our stones there, so right next to this, why don't we just go with our andesite, granite, and diorite. Get our dripstone, gravel, some dirt. No idea about 2 of these, but we can just throw some random misc things in. This top one that I was thinking, this area over here would be where we find our
ores, throwing in some gold. We can throw in some of that, some diamonds, that, and then we have emeralds in case we do get any. And then this bottom one here will just be a misc one where everything that doesn't get sorted anywhere else ends up. And we just need the raw iron to put in that. And I'll put up scaffolding in here for now because I have no idea what to use these for. If you have any suggestions for that, let me know down below. With some basic filtering done, this is a great start to our copper golem storage. But I'd actually just like to change gears a little bit because the next step is material gathering. And while I already have some gathered blocks in my barrels here, and a lot of them, just to make one interior. And on the way back in episode 2, I designed this horse stables for my horses, but I was a little lazy and didn't make an interior. So I want to fix that and bring one in. I asked one of my moderators who had been a bit extra critical of the fact that I didn't make an interior if they would design one for me, and they said yes. So I spent about 2 hours gathering all the blocks. Yep, 2 hours, and now I'm going through the process of building up the interior, which is also quite time consuming. But boy, was it worth it. I just love how this interior came together. Thank you so much to Burning for creating it. And I need to get a cat to sit there as well. Just want to have a quick look around here at the interior before we get back to working on the new copper golem storage. Back to the project at the hand now, though. We need to get started on our material gathering. And I've already got quite a healthy wood supply, so let's do some wood crafting, get ourselves started with that. I should have managed to get everything as we don't need a ton of wood. Now let's take a little shortcut down here to the mines, and I actually want to make an addition to this area as well. Well, we have to make an addition here, but I want to make an addition a little further down as well, as I've been struggling getting off this minecart in the middle, as I don't always want to get more deep slate. Oh, and okay. Oh, that works great. Yep. Right. I just like to make a little stop around about here. So I was thinking we just divert this slightly, where we have this run over a powered rail that's not going to be powered, something like that. And then we just add a button right here. And to test this, let's head on up. Perfect. Let me just double check what we're going to need. We actually don't need a lot, but let's see if this works now that we head on down. My hope is that we will now stop at that unpowered rail, hopefully. Okay, that's better. I'd still like to get a full stop though. I wonder. That'll work. I can get back up. And then if I want to go further down, which I do in this case, we just click the button and we go on down. Perfect. I need just a tiny bit more tuff down here. But I'm in a bit of a resource gathering mood, so figured I'd also mine a second tough blob to just stock up on it, as I always use a ton of tough. Which wasn't too much, but very, very glad I did it. And on our way up here, we can do the stop, where I also need to gather up some diorite. With that gathered, we can just click the button and oh, I should have installed this so long ago. That was such an easy fix. Find that down here up at the base, added a few extra resources, and our resources are looking really good. You know, it's very dark. And I actually still don't have a silk touch pickaxe, and I'd really, really like one now because I want to start building with some ores. Up at the enchanting table then, let's just roll a couple of enchants here to see if we can get a silk touch. Oh, on the last one. Headed down to the XP farm and stood here for a couple of minutes, getting my levels up to level 30. So that I back up here, can enchant that, and oh, perfect. And the ore that I'd like to use is, of course, coal ore, because it looks so good in stone texturing. So I just need to find a good place to mine some close by. I think I'm gonna head down towards the shore for that, as I think that this side over here has a bunch of coal ore for us to mine. Pretty sure the stack here should be enough for us. And oh, there's a bit more down here from this and there. We don't have too much left to do. Just need to do a bit more crafting here in the storage to finalize our final resources. Nearly got everything now. Just need a few more resources that I didn't have at home, where I want to head over this way once again, as I have easy access to string over here. Well, not a great source of string. It's kind of mediocre, but it's better than hunting mobs, and I also might have forgotten food. With the string, just quickly stopping by a nearby pond to get some clay blocks to use for our walls of the building. To craft some candles back here. And then I need one more thing. And that's actually in the nether, as somehow I went there last time. Uh-oh, I still forgot food. Just gotta get over to the basalts. I literally need 2 pieces. And I guess I'll just grab a few extra blocks. And actually, while I was in there, I was thinking it might be a good thing to get a couple of furnaces, as I'd like to make a small little super smelter. Not sure how many I'm gonna need, but let's get 16 resources. Move that very far away over here, and let's get to building, where the first thing I want to do is grab some packed mud and mud bricks, as I'd really like to frame the bottom of this build here with this, where I'm thinking a layer of mud bricks, and then we go in with some packed mud on top of that, where we can definitely get some of that inside here as well, just to border off as well, where we can bring in a quick little floor here using some cobblestone and gravel. Then I was thinking, as a nod back to the first mining building, we grab some spruce shelves, trap doors, and glass panes, which have mysterious... There they are. Right, they're hiding. Using the backside of the shelf here, we can get a stripped log type texture and not have it stick into the room too much. And then we can just use some light gray glass panes. Maybe we swap them out for some brown. Let's actually try that. I actually have a little bit just laying around. We're swapping these out to more mix with this down here. Oh yeah, I do like that. Then for our walls, I want to just grab some regular stone, mostly cobblestone, coal, or deep slate and tuff. Forming the walls up with this pallet, I'm really glad I spent the effort getting some clutch pickaxe to throw in the coal ore into the pallet, as I think it adds that final touch to a rather simple one. From this wall, what I was thinking is if we bring in some stairs, jump up on top of this here, and then some logs stretching out from that out to a button. You just run a line of spruce here to start off the floor up here, getting these 2 in as well, then creating a little balcony with some stairs sticking out right over here, and some slabs on the outside of that, then going back, just filling in the spruce floor. Now on the inside now, it is very dark and a little boring, so I was thinking we'd use some trap doors here just to get across. Then I got some chains and a soul lantern just to throw at either end here to keep it a little moody here on the inside, but still brighten the place up a fair bit. And let's just grab some decorated pots, flower pots, and barrels, where I want to just throw in a few small details here. And I don't have an extra one, but it could be really nice to bring in a stone cutter, considering we're going to be storing a lot of stone materials in here. But I don't want to clutter up too much. Just add some pots over here, and I think that's good, as I want to keep the space rather open so that I can super easily access my storage. Now I am a little afraid that this is going to get a little boring, just this one structure, and also we have some redstone components sticking out over on this side still, so I want to start a secondary part to this, 1 block in, where we can kick it off with some pale moss, then thinking some jungle and mud brick splashes, but mainly using dripstone as we come through here, where we can top this with some polished andesite slabs, and this corner over here just to break the 2 structures up that little bit. I was thinking we use some stairs and stone blocks just to extend up a small little rock. Now with the storage at least encased and a foundation laid, it's looking great. But before we continue working on the building, I want to clean up out front, where there is a fair bit of space between the storage and the path, and the perfect amount of space to make a 4th field in this world. A potato field, considering that's been my source of food lately, and I've had to bone meal it every time I run out. Still a bit empty right in front, and of course, we need to create a little path to extend from the main path up out front of the mine storage and also in front of that extension to eventually lead out back for the entrance of that building. And then of course we need a new custom tree. I'm building a similar oak styled one to match the tree across the path, so while I'm growing trees one branch at a time, you can help grow the channel by planting a little subscription of your own. Love the little sideline now that we get here between the path, and I think the front of this is looking really, really good. But as I was building, it made me think of something. My storage is very, very open, and I really don't want it getting blown up by a creeper. So I'm heading out here to the fishing village I built recently, as I, first of all, got a name for our boat. And this one comes in from Mark, where he suggested keeping the Swedish theme going, and we name the ship Vasa. Wait, I should probably use the Swedish spelling. There we go. Just probably need to bring some glowing to light that up, but it's fine for now. Did I want to check for cats in this area? Because this used to be a village, but I'm not seeing a lot of the villagers. I wonder if they're all gone. Okay, well, I have the ones I trapped. I wonder they might also have been... Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's cats. Perfect. Can't even run away. Come here. Love me. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, great. Just one. I'd love a second one. I guess if there were to be a second one in the village, it'd probably be up on this mountain, considering it's not stuck in the sheep pen due to the AI. And oh, there's one. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, there's two. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, no. Come back here. Love me. Don't go so far. No. Okay. Oh, he loves me. And I think I saw a third one. Oh, yeah. Gotta go. Come here. Oh, love. Oh, I love the fresh animations of the cats. Now which one? This one is mine. All right, come on, Rumble. Let's take our cats back to the base. Okay, well, I only have one. They were all over here. What happened? This one got stuck on something invisible. Yeah. And this one got stuck inside a composter. Great. Good job. Why are you in there? There we go. Come on. Now I was thinking the brown one goes out here in front of the mine. I've had a few creeper scares out in front of my base as well, so let's get that calico one sitting down over here. And then I actually have the third spot for the white one. As in the file I got from Burning, when they made this interior, there was a little cat. Actually, fiddling. There we go. Sitting in the window. Oh, that's so cute. As always, now we have 3 cats. If you have any name suggestions for any one of these cats, leave them down below and we'll get them named in the next episode. For now, I really want to get back to this build as we still have some more functionality to add, and I need to add an input. Won't worry too much about that for now, as instead I'd like to continue building up the structure above our storage. For the main walls of it, I want to use mainly clay, where I recently saw it combined with light gray concrete powder, and I thought it just looked so good that I wanted to try it out for myself. On the little front balcony here, I'd like to use some fence gates to create ourselves a little railing, and I figured for a little bit of extra detail we'll just throw some trapdoors. Then to sort of go into a new palette sort of knot, I want to create a trim of spruce and oak trapdoors before using some of the same blocks as below, but also incorporating sand, smooth and regular sandstone for the attic level with some light grey concrete right towards the top. There's a small gap here on the side as I want to bring up a chimney using a simple brick gradient from deep slate to mossy stone brick with some shelves and campfires to top it off. Then for the roof, I want to stick rather simple, throwing on a cobble deep slate roof with some tuff to brighten up the edges and some tiles to darken behind the chimney. On the top, some dark oak fences with candles and a weathered copper weather vane for a small detail. Similar to the iron one I have over in this house, and I just think it adds such a nice little detail right up to the top. Would be really nice to maybe have some birds as well flying off, but I'll add that a little later. As for now, I really want to work on this building, and I've even added in a floor. Just need some blocks, where I'm going to need some deep slate, redstone, hoppers, powered rails, normal rails, some chests, maybe some levers, our
furnaces. And of course, one of the most important bits, which I didn't craft. I need about 20 iron, 2 more chests, 2 more hoppers, and then make those 2 hoppers into hopper minecarts. And I'd like to make a fairly simple super smelter of my own design, as one of the things I really want to try doing in this world is trying to design some more redstone things, because I am absolutely terrible with it. And we can fit 3 in there, and then 1, 2, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Oh. 10. And a bit of a weird number, but 11 furnaces, where we need a fuel input around the back of these. Connect that up right there. Then an input on the top, where we can run some deep state to run the tracks on. And no, just I wanted a redstone block right here to power some power rails. And just have that stepping up to there, where I want to keep the speed really consistent. So I think I'm just gonna run powered rails all across up here. You can get a redstone block in there and there to power that. Run this across, steal some power from that block, and then have that be where the input is. And since I want to have a way for them to stop to refill, I figure we just place the double chest right there, have our minecart right here, and that's gonna have, well, 2 blocks traveling that way, 2 blocks traveling that way. Should be enough to refill. Same for down here for our input area. We'll do that, where I do want an on and off switch, which I think we'll put in there. Just need to bring some power down behind that, as that should activate that one and that one now. So I will try it. Yep, goes across and then flies off the edge. Perfect. Okay, I need to see if this works as intended. Need to grab something to smelt. Here, I guess I have a ton of cobblestone that we can smelt down. Let's grab 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks. That's how many furnaces we have. Throw some fuel in here. Then if we set this off for now and then throw in this, that grabs, oh, I didn't see how many pieces, but does it fill up all of them? It does. And oh, it fills up 1 in all of them. That's so good. And it actually keeps them filled as well. Oh, I'm glad that worked as intended. I'm actually really surprised. And that's so much faster than the smelting array I had. And we can obviously throw in an entire chest at a time. Oh, that's amazing. With it working, let's encase it using the same palette as the bottom floor of the copper golem storage, incorporating some scaffolding as windows, where you can also see the minecarts in action, and a second chimney for the structure, as I feel it's needed with all of the furnaces inside. Topping this with another deep state roof, textured the same way for a bit more cohesion through the build. And then some detailing work on the inside to make that look a tad bit better with some acacia and copper bits. Now to wrap this up, just need to clear away some grass and bring in the final bit of path. Looking a whole lot better here now that we have a little pathway to walk on, and I can claim... Oh, why is there 38 in that one? Okay, I guess it's not working flawlessly. Assuming when it's turning around, it puts 2 items into this one. Oh well. What we need to do is sort out an input and the minecart to this area. And also, I kind of want to make an interior. I know, very weird for me to say that. But we're going to need a few more blocks to create said interior, so I'm chopping down another spruce tree to top up the supplies. After that, I made my way over to the nearby jungle, grabbing a jungle tree of logs as well. And after some craftings, I'm stopping by the little pond once again to scoop up a few more clay blocks. I'll need these for some of the interior walls. Turned into not as many blocks as the previous interior, but still quite a few for us to get through. Just gonna get these moved. With that done, let's figure out the inputs first of all, where we can just break the floor here and oh, all right, that's good. We'll just stack that up and have this as our manual input, as one that close by to the door when you get in here. Then I'm pretty sure that this right here is the wall. I'm missing a hopper, but if we just extend these out, we could utilize them right here, where we'll have that as a drop-off point, then just some powered rails, and we can just get that snaking around to the back here. Now I'm kind of just hoping that we end up having enough space over here. Bring in a comparator, looking at that hopper. That would power that block, which would power that torch. Let's not power this hopper. We'll just bring in please power. Ooh, that means if we place this block back, that should be powered. Oh, perfect. Cover that up. And we can grab some acacia trapdoors. Use here on the outside to just border this off. And we have the little minecart visible right there, which I really like.
But mostly sorted then, let's start building up the interior to make this space feel a bit more alive and not just an empty space. Having created a few walls to section the floor off into smaller rooms to make it easier to detail, I'm just going through and adding some regular house furniture and details. Got a fairly big attic space and want to utilize some of it for a bedroom and the other half for some attic storage space. And before we check that out, we need to run the tracks down here on the backside, where we kind of just need to get around this way. Go down a few blocks so that we get underneath everything, and then off in this way, where we hopefully mine into... Yes! A little high up. We can pack this here down. I don't quite know what we're going to do with this part of this track yet, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now, and that's gonna have a little bit of speed. We'll have to probably use a few powered rails just to get it up here. Same there, and that should do. Just need a power and power. Patch that up a little bit. And before we give this a little test run, I would like to just quickly glance through the interior. Really simple. Just added in a little kitchen, added some details out here on the balcony, and actually a way to get out there. Then this here is the current input down into the storage, and you can also see the little bank right through the floor here. Super simple kitchen and a little bedroom with a attic space with the cobwebs, because I like putting cobwebs. No one has clean attics around here. Now though, I really just want to test this and see if it works. And we could just, you know, throw some resources I already have, but you know, we might as well head down into the cave and mine some new ones. Oh wait, I did just have a thought. This place is going to be an issue. Right. I think I know how we solve this. Should just be powering that, and hopefully now if the minecart goes up here, yeah, it's detected by that, and hopefully that will switch. Although we should probably just test it. Oh, okay, well that's not ideal. One eternity later. Okay, well, I can't get that to work correctly. What if we instead has to take that route on its way down? Oh, but then I won't stop here. Oh, this got really complicated. I guess I'll just have to install another one of these on its way down, but then it won't have any items in it, so probably won't be detected, will it? Or it will, actually, as far as I know. Yeah, we'll just have to install one on the way down as well. But I'll sort that out a little later. For now, it should work if I just power this. Just need to head on down.
12 seconds later.
Oh my, what a mining trip. Super good. Let's throw in all our things in here. Click that button. What? Why did it go there? All right, well, we'll click that button too. It shouldn't have gone there. Right, now it's off. And we're gonna follow. Okay, it's going. It's continuing after here. That's good. And I should stop. Yeah, I just need to add that for the way down, because currently I go all the way to the bottom. Once we get to the top, we shouldn't see it, because it should have carried on. Yep, we don't see it. However, we do not see it there either. Is it already? I mean, I don't think it stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. What are you searching for then? I need to add a way into the back of this. Oh, you have everything in you. It's still... Oh, he's unable to open this chest in the back, so he's just been trying to sort polish deep save forever. Didn't even think about that. Right, that's obviously a problem. I'm assuming removing that block would do the trick for us. Okay, is it working? Do we have like deep state trickling in? No, nothing yet. Have you found anything to sort? That's ended up in the right spot. Okay. Oh, we have diorite. Oh, I think it's working. Obviously a little slow here, but that's okay. We should... Yep, that's going up. We've sorted diorite. Nothing else yet. What are you sorting? Oh, granite. It's in this one, buddy. Still wish they would remember the last item they sorted. It would make them so much better, but oh, it definitely works. We should see more iron in here as well, and maybe some redstone. Although, I wonder if this is one of the first chests it searches. So, we might have to just change which one is the random or depth overflow, but we do have deep state in the system now. We have more cobalt. Stuff hasn't trickled in yet, and we do have more cobblestone, so it's working. And you're holding... What are you holding now? Iron by the looks of it, so you're gonna deposit that for this guy. Oh, I love that. Honestly, the copper columns are so cool. Okay, the minecart should soon be sent back down. Let's just hope that actually... Yep. Oh, perfect. Utilizing the copper golems to create a multi-item sorter for the first time was amazing. I remember making a multi-item sorter back in my first series on this channel over 3 years ago, and that was such a complicated machine. Faster, but so complicated. The upgraded mine storage turned out great though. And of course, can't forget that we also have a super smelter now, and
Oh, hi. Which is definitely going to be super handy in projects in the future. But for now, that is all that I have time for. So as always, thank you to all of my supporters and thank you to you for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.